Welcome back. Previously, we were dealing with comprehensive cases that uses different operations of matrices. That means, in a case, you might deal with different operations of matrices in order to arrive at an answer, or when you are trying to prove a statement. So let us discuss some of the applications that comes under matrices regarding different operations of matrices. Next case, there are two families A and B, and details regarding the families are given. There are two men and three women and one child in family A, and one man, one woman, and two children in family B. The recommended daily diet for proteins for each of the persons is given. For men, it is 55 gram, and women, it is 45 gram, and child, it's 33 gram. And details of calories is men 2400 calories, women 1900 calories, and children 1800 calories. So you are given the details of two families comprising of men, women, and children, and the number of persons in these three categories varies depending upon the two families, and protein requirement as well as calorie requirement for men, women, and children is given. So represent the above information by matrices. So you need to use matrices methods and represent the same information in matrix form. Calculate the total requirement of protein and calorie for each of the two families. So you are asked to find the total calorie requirement. So how we are going to find? Here number of persons is given, and the calorie as well as protein requirement of per person is given. For each person is given. So how we are going to find the total? It's quite simple, because if you take family A consists of two men. So two men means in the question it is given the protein as well as calorie requirement for one person, or one man is given, or one man or two women, one woman and one child is given. So when you are going to find the protein or total calorie or total requirement of two men, it's quite simple. You need to just multiply the requirement of one person into one person, means if you are studying men, the total requirement protein or calorie requirement per men into number of men. That's how you are going to find the total requirement of each person. Since it is given the details regarding men, women, and children, you have to do the multiplication method. So in almost all the cases, they doesn't give the information regarding which operation has to be followed. Sometimes they might give you need to use this method or this multiplication operation or addition operation or subtraction operation for solving the situation. Sometimes they may not give it. It's up to your logical understanding which operation has to be used. So before we go into multiplication, you need to represent these informations in matrix form. So we can write as this. Here the details of two families given. A consisting of men, women, children, and B, men, women, children. So for regarding A in the question it is given two men, three women, and one child. In case of B, one man, one woman, and two children. And the protein and calorie requirement is represented by P and C. Per person is given. Regarding men is 55, regarding women is 45, and regarding child is 33. And also the details regarding calorie for men is 2400, women is 1900, and children is 1800. So its computation is very simple. You just need to multiply and sum of the amount, you will get the total requirement of the of protein as well as calorie of both the families. As we all know, by multiplication, the computation regarding the multiplication of two matrices is well known among you guys. I hope you know how to take the multiplication of two matrices. By following the basic operations of multiplication and the matrices, you will end up with a matrix like this with its computations within these brackets. I hope you understand how to find this computation part. You need to multiply the row of the first matrix with the column of the second matrix, and regarding the multiplication, one row has to be multiplied with each of the columns, then only you can go for the second row. So here see 2 into 55, 3 into 45, 1 into 33, that is first one. So one column is complete, so you have to go for the second column. So 2 into 2400, 3 into 1900, 1 into 1800. So the first line is complete. Once you completed the multiplication regarding each columns, you can go for the next row. That is the second line. I hope you know how to take the multiplication in these cases. Just go through the concept. If you have any doubts, just go through the previous sessions in which we have discussed in detail regarding the multiplication of matrices. So by solving this computation part within these square brackets, you will get the amounts like this. By adding this part or by solving this part, you will get 278. By solving this part, you will get 12,300. By solving this, you will get 166, and by solving this, you will get 7,900. So what does this represent? It represents the total requirement of protein as well as calorie of both the families. See, for the A 278 represents the protein requirement of all the members of that family, and 12,300 represent calorie requirement of all the members of family. Then how did you find this? This one is protein and this one is calories, and these two amounts represent family A. See, in the first matrix here row represent A and B, two families. But in the second matrix, the first column represents protein, second column represents calories. So when you are multiplying, it is a clubbing of these two functions. See, here row represents family. See, here row represents family. But column represents the protein as well as calories. That's how you need to interpret the information. This is a very important concept. You need to understand it. Mere multiplication of two matrices doesn't mean that you had completed the concept. That you just dealt with the half of the computation. The interpretation part is the most important and relevant one. You may get these values in this case or the cases which are similar to the situation, but you need to interpret which amount represents that. So that's a very important concept. So here the first top amount, the row amount represents the details regarding family A, and the amount within that row represents the protein as well as calorie requirement of family A. I hope you understand what is the meaning of this row and how we are understanding which amount is protein and which amount is calories. So likewise, the second row is the details regarding the total requirement of protein as well as calorie of family B, where the first amount represents the protein requirement of family B and second amount represents the calorie requirement of family B. So this is how you have to deal with the application level cases, that's using the comprehensive cases or operations of matrices. Next one. Question. A manufacturer produces three products A, B and C, which are sold in Delhi and Calcutta. Annual sales of these products are given below. So the details regarding the products are given. Three products A, B and C. In Delhi, the manufacturer is selling 5,000 units of A and 7,500 units of B and 15,000 units of C. In Calcutta, the same manufacturer sells 9,000 units of A, 12,000 units of B and 8,700 units of C. And if the sale price of products, that is A, B and C per unit is 2, 3 and 4 respectively, calculate the total revenue in each center. I hope you understand the concept. The question is simple. You need to find the total income or revenue of the concern. How you are going to find the total income? We all know commerce, and in accounting or commerce, we all know how to find the total sales or sale price of the manufacturer. How you are going to find the total income? Total income means if you are a manufacturer, total number of units into its selling price, then you will get the total number of sales. Since there are 3 products, you need to find for 3 different products. So you need to multiply the number of units given here into selling price per unit. When you add all these amount, you will get the total income of the concept. That is the concept. So in the question already one matrix is given, that is the information regarding the units of goods that are dealt by the manufacturer. Next matrix is regarding the price per unit of the product. So it can be written as this. Price for each product is 2, 3, 4 because it is given directly in the question. So how we are going to find the total income? Total income is quite simple. We all know total revenue is number of units into sales per unit. Here number of units is given in first matrix and sales price per unit is given in the second matrix. So just you need to multiply these two matrices like we have dealt in the previous sessions. So when you multiply the first matrix with the second matrix, you will get the total revenue. First matrix is this one as given directly in the question into second matrix is the matrix that is depicting the sales price per unit. So when you multiply these two matrices, you will get another matrix comprising of its computation of matrices when it is using the operations of multiplication. I hope you know how to take the multiplication part or computation of this matrix computation. If you have any doubts, just go through the previous cases which we have dealt or discussed in detail how to take the multiplication of matrices. So by solving this bracket, you will get the details or the total revenue earned by the manufacturer in Delhi is the first one, that is 92,500. If you solve the second row, you will get the total revenue earned by the manufacturer from Calcutta is 88,800. I hope you understand how we understand that this one is relating to Delhi and this one is relating to Calcutta. Because at the beginning, the first row was depicting the details of the Delhi and second row was depicting the details of Calcutta. Since the first matrix is multiplied with the second matrix that is depicting the price per unit of each product, you finally will get the total revenue of the manufacturer. So this is how you have to deal with application level questions. So sometimes you may come across application level cases like this. It doesn't mean that all the applications level cases are relating to multiplication alone. It may be a case of an addition or it may be a case of subtraction depending upon the nature of the question. Since we have dealt with only multiplication cases, it doesn't mean that all the application level cases are and multiplication cases. It may be, sometimes it may be relating to addition or subtraction. So whenever you are dealing with questions or case studies, you have to be very cautious whether the case has to be dealt using multiplication or addition or subtraction. So just go through the cases, understand the concept and familiarize the theoretical part which we have discussed in detail. If you have any doubts, just contact me. That's all for today. Thank you.